We're recording. All right. So, you start.
Well, this is our new podcast, Talk the Talk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Brad.
Mm-hmm.
It's my buddy Zach.
Mm-hmm.
Been friends since 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And we just like to have good conversations
Yep.
about whatever the hell we want to talk about.
And we'd figured we'd record it
Yeah.
because we always have good conversations.
Someone's got to be interested in what we got to say
Exactly.
other than us.
Excuse the rain. God decided to make it rain today.
Right when we started recording.
When we started.
Thunder and all.
So,
So you'll probably be hearing that in the background.
yeah. But anyways, so the first thing I want to talk about, obviously it's all over the news right now. It's the big thing.
Good thing I don't watch the news.
Yeah.
So
that's
you're
why
probably
I'm
going to
here.
have to explain it to me.
I got you. So, Jussie Smollett. You've heard of him, right?
Yeah, that I don't know the story completely. I just heard that he said that a hate crime happened to him or something.
Yeah. Well, so what pretty much happened is he faked a hate crime
Yeah.
to get popularity
Mm-hmm.
because he's an actor. He's on the
Okay.
show Empire. But he faked a hate crime, which is against the law. 'Cause-
I hope so.
yeah. And he went to the cops or whatever. No, he didn't go to the cops. He called the cops, and he already had the noose on his neck, and he was like,
Wait.
someone did
What was the hate crime? Like, what was he trying to say
this
happened?
to me." People with MAGA hats like beat him up and put a noose on his neck or something, and it turned out to be his friends. Maybe I should fact check that, but that's what happened. But anyways,
How do you think you're gonna get away with something like that?
someone who's so psycho that they will do something like that to get famous.
Like, people aren't gonna look into this and figure out that that's your friends.
I don't know what he was thinking, dude. I honestly think he is so crazy that he would do something like he's still denying it. He got caught, like
How did they catch him? Like,
his friends or something. I honestly don't know too much about the case. I want to look it up.
so okay, what I don't get about this is he hired his friends, I'm guessing,
Something like that.
or they just did it.
I think
So
he
they
hired
so they
him or
pretended to
something.
do a hate crime against him, and then he reports it. Then does he want his friends to go to prison?
I don't think his friends are going to prison.
Well, what happens then? If you go and report a hate crime and say some people in MAGA hats ran up to me and threw a
I
noose
think
around my neck.
he was trying. I think he was trying to get the media presence, and he wasn't supposed to have to get the guys caught. Does that make sense?
I don't get like what? Like he's gonna say this happened and then he's like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna press charges.
Yeah, it's something like that.
That doesn't make any sense. None of this makes sense to me.
It doesn't make sense.
This guy's dumb and his friends are dumb.
Let me look it up. His friends are dumb.
He's like, yeah, bro, you won't go to prison. All you gotta do is wear a MAGA hat, throw a noose around my neck. Plus, that's the other thing. Even if it just goes to the media, then their friends are gonna look like assholes.
Okay, so here's what it says on media. Smollett was indicted on February 20th, 2019 for disorderly conduct consisting of allegedly paying two men to stage a fake hate crime assault on him and filing a false police report. Smollett's defense team reached a deal with prosecutors on March 26 in 2019 in which all charges were dropped in return for Smollett performing community service and forfeiting his bond.
I just don't understand. Like, none of this plan. Like, this is just the worst idea ever for attention.
Dude, it's the best idea. Look how much attention he's getting right now.
Yeah,
This is what he wanted.
I understand that he's getting attention, but is he gonna get in a lot of trouble for this?
No, he just got cleared. He did community service for like 16 hours, and then the judge cleared him.
That's it?
Yeah.
See, that's my thing. I think people that falsely claim that a crime was committed should get the punishment of someone that did that crime. Like, someone that, like,
Yeah, I agree.
falsely says they've been raped, they should get charged the same amount that someone who raped somebody gets.
I agree.
So if you're sitting there saying that people tried to murder you and commit a hate crime against you, you should get punished for that.
Well, before the judge
More
let
than
him
community.
free, he had 16 felonies against him.
16?
16.
So this dude's probably just loaded then, huh?
Yeah, so people are thinking that he helped pay off the judge or something. But 16 felonies. And then the mayor and the police chief of Chicago like did an interview, and they said how disappointed they were with that he's getting off like
Yeah,
pretty much free.
basically scot-free.
Yeah.
Community service.
And then Empire just tweeted a thing saying, "Oh, well, he's off now, so we're gonna write him back into the script or whatever," because they were gonna fire him.
They're just gonna
and
let it
shit.
go.
Yeah. And
That's
the
insane.
fact that this is gonna happen now is such a slippery slope for like people saying fake shit.
Oh, I know. People do it all the time.
So now this shows that people can say something fake and get away with it, and that's horrible.
Well, I wonder how this would be if it was a white guy.
It'd be different.
It'd be different.
First of all, there's no hate crimes against white people.
See, that's the only thing that's bad about like social media and the media in general today
Yeah.
is the way that they blow up stories is the reason why people do horrible things, because people just want attention.
Oh no, it's exactly.
They don't care what kind of attention it is, whether it's, negative or positive. They just want to be
Yeah.
in the light. And that's like when we were talking about that shooting that happened in New Zealand. Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy brings up things like, he name drops PewDiePie,
Oh my god.
and people do things like that because they know that they're going to get the media attention and they're going to be everywhere and it's going to get blown up and the whole world's going to see it and everyone's going to be all in a rage about it.
And the shooter literally called that in his manifesto. That
Really?
he's
I
gonna
didn't
get
even-
big through the media.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's the only reason that kind of stuff has nothing to do with guns.
No.
It just has to do with people trying to get attention for whatever
It's
their crazy
shootings
causes.
like that, and like getting the attention. It's almost like it's terrorism. It's an idea. How do you fight an idea?
Yeah. Exactly.
And they're all just trying to get famous.
And
That's
it's
why I
not-
think social media is so bad for
Mm-hmm.
our generation. The years that's going on and on with internet and social media, more shit is happening.
Mm-hmm.
More bad shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone's just trying to live a life on the internet compared to their own lives.
Mm-hmm. That's what they were saying. Some liberal on Twitter was trying to make some point like, oh, there's no gun regulations in New Zealand, and this is why this happened. But it was their first mass shooting like this ever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, so they've had guns for, how long now? And nothing's ever happened? What's changed? It's not the gun laws. It's not people's access to guns. It's just the fact that they can get attention for doing stuff like this now. It's nothing to do with that.
I don't think people realize. This sounds horrible. Oh shit, my throat. This sounds horrible, but there's so many more good people with guns than bad people.
Oh
with
yeah,
guns.
it's like an exponentially greater number of people who have their lives saved by guns every year than people that are killed in shootings.
Yeah.
Like way bigger. People don't understand. People don't understand that in countries like Australia where they took away their guns, that just because obviously there's not as much gun violence anymore because nobody has guns anymore,
Yeah.
but violent crime went up a lot afterwards because now nobody can protect themselves.
But that's an argument that people would make. What you just said, they'd be like, "Oh well, gun violence isn't as high now."
Who cares what kind of violence it is?
It's
If
still
people are getting
violence.
killed,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
I mean, we just saw that movie Us last night. It's one of those guys had a gun.
Oh. So
Running
true.
around with scissors.
Yeah.
Just give me a fucking gun. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
That's just crazy.
That
I
doesn't
can
make any
actually
sense
look
to me.
up-
That whole story is weird to me. I kind of want to know who these guys were that he hired. Because, like, why would you agree to that? Like, you get a lot of money, but now you're just hated by everybody in America, or you get arrested.
Well, he's not hated by everybody.
No, I'm talking about the people that did it.
The
people that he
guys
paid.
hired.
Yeah.
I don't think everyone hates them either.
Well,
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that looks bad.
you want to be in the public eye as the guy that tried to
That's
lynch
true.
a guy?
That's true.
Come on.
Here, I looked up.
So did
his
this have
friends.
anything to do with Trump at all, or was he just trying to get publicity
Dude,
for himself.
Everything has to do with Trump nowadays.
But do you think he was trying to make like a political statement, or do you think it was
I think
just
he
for
was
him?
just. I think he was just using the atmosphere that Hollywood is in right now politically, and trying to use it to advance his career. Because you know how political Hollywood is. If you come out as a victim, you're gonna be like, and nothing against victims. Like, victims is a real thing. You know, I wanna.
There are real victims.
There are real victims. Disclaimer: there's real ones, but people use that to, like, I don't know. Being a victim nowadays is like hailed and like, oh my God, you're a victim. You get this and this and this.
Yeah, it's, everyone wants to be a fucking victim nowadays. Everyone's
Yeah.
got to find something to be upset about.
Yeah.
That's pretty much anytime I go on Twitter, it's just a new thing people are upset about.
It's annoying.
It's always something new that they got
Like,
to
we
be upset
shouldn't
about.
promote being a victim. We should promote not being a victim and fighting back.
Yeah.
And
Everyone's
whatever. But I
everyone's so
think,
worried about their feelings.
yeah. But I think he was using, you know, this Hollywood political thing to just gain popularity and just, like I said, be in the media, which he's in the media now, and he's getting off scot-free. So he pretty much, and he's getting his spot back on the show.
And I feel like Empire's kind of setting that precedent of, you know, if they're gonna hire him back, then he's still gonna get jobs. Other
yeah,
places,
for sure.
Because people are gonna be like, well, they hired him back.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna look bad on them if they're the first people to like hire him back. It's Empire.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, they definitely should have held this guy more accountable. That's insane.
It's really bad. It's really scary for stuff going forward now. Now other people are gonna look at this and be like, holy shit.
I could do that too. Why do you think all these mass shootings are happening?
Yep.
Because they know.
Because they're like, holy shit.
Look at that
this
guy.
dude is famous.
Yeah.
And I hate my life and I want to be famous.
Yeah. And I'm fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're just gonna blame each other's political parties instead of me.
And the funny thing is they already shown that all these people that do mass shooting stuff, which, I mean, obviously, but they're crazy, but they're like clinically insane, and they're on medication and everything, and obviously you don't know if that's correlation or causation.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Are they all, did they, people, most of them are on medication? Oh,
Most
shit.
of them are actually crazy.
Do they know what kind of medication they're on? Do we know that?
I mean, I'm sure they do. I don't know personally.
Do you think I could look that up?
Probably. Look up, like, just,
Mass shooters on medication?
yeah. Or mental illness. That's the thing, is people, like, say they want more gun regulation, but they don't realize that the screening process to get guns is already, like, very thorough.
Mass shootings, psychiatric medications, and Rick Perry. Who the hell's Rick Perry?
Isn't he, like, a senator or something?
I don't know. In the wake of events in Charleston, South Carolina. Oh, this is 2015. This is the gay nightclub thing, I think.
Oh, the shooting.
Yeah.
Isn't that in Florida?
Oh, so it's not this one then. Which one is this? It's Charleston. In the wake of events in Charleston. When did the mass shooting happen in Charleston?
I don't remember. I don't keep up with the news enough. I hear all my main news stories probably from Twitter, and then I look it up.
The
I don't
most
remember.
biased news area?
Twitter?
Twitter, yeah.
Probably not the most biased. Honestly. Maybe the company Twitter.
What's the dude's name that runs Twitter? Is his name like James or something?
I have no idea.
It's like an account.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
You gotta know.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Shit. Anyways, yeah, it says here in 2015 that this dude was medicated with Suboxone.
Is there anything that talks about like all of them, like kind of in general?
Let me look. I'm still learning how to Wikipedia things.
Dude, the way you were describing that New Zealand shooting, that sounded terrifying. The way he was doing it, like,
That was bad.
No hesitation, just relaxed.
That was scary.
Yeah. You said you actually like watched some video
Yeah, I
on
watched
it?
the whole video.
That's insane.
It was
I don't think I could do that.
it was like he was playing Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
It was fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
He had no thought process.
No remorse, anything.
No remorse
Mm-hmm.
at all. You know the mission in MW2 where you shoot up the airport?
Yeah.
That's what it
was
looked
that.
like.
Shit.
It was horrible.
I always felt intense even doing that mission.
Oh yeah, I just felt like bad.
Like, this is a video game. This is a video game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was insane. I mean, I could come up with so many conspiracies about that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just crazy to me how he was just so zoned in and just doing it. He had no remorse.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's in jail. Like, they didn't kill him.
That's so weird that he didn't kill himself.
Yeah.
Like, do you think he wanted to go to jail? I don't know. That's super weird to me. Like, it seems like they always killed themselves.
He probably knew that he wouldn't get fucking executed.
Yeah, but do you want to go to prison for the rest of your life?
Some
Maybe
people it's better
what's
than
New
dying.
Zealand prison like?
I don't know.
That's what I want to
Let's
know.
see if
Maybe
there's-
he did it there because he's like, oh, New Zealand prison, super nice.
Let's look up if they do
That'd be pretty
executions in New
fucked up.
Zealand. Do you think they do executions in New Zealand?
I don't know. I don't know shit about New Zealand. I couldn't point out New Zealand on a map. I don't know.
I think it's next to Sweden, right?
Sure.
Fucking a bunch of ignorant Americans.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me see.
I'm seeing if it has the death penalty.
New Zealand.
Passage of the Abolition of the Death Penalty Act ended all capital punishment in New Zealand.
Yo.
There's no death penalty there.
New Zealand's just this island off of Australia.
Wow, I feel so dumb.
Yeah.
I thought it was next to Sweden.
Dude, I don't know. I study engineering. I don't know fucking geography.
I dropped out.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm not smart like that.
It says
That's
New
crazy.
Zealand doesn't have the death penalty.
Look up what New Zealand prison system looks like. Look up a New Zealand prison. See what that looks like.
All right, thanks, computer. New Zealand prison. What if it's just super nice? What are prisons like?
Oh shit.
What?
It's super nice. Look at that. Bro.
I'm about to go to prison in New Zealand.
This motherfucker. He was like, I'm going to shoot up all these people and live in this nice New Zealand prison. What an asshole.
No way, dude.
Dude, they got the walls painted.
That has to be like.
Dude, this is insane.
Okay, New Zealand Herald. New Zealand Herald. I can't talk right now.
It's okay. We're just doing a podcast. You don't need to be able to talk.
That's what I figured.
What else is happening? I feel like I'm out of the loop. Is there anything
Nothing
else
much,
major
dude.
happening?
Just that Jussie Smollett thing. He got off scot-free, which is annoying.
Yeah. I didn't even know who he was until this, so I guess it's working.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, the shooter in New Zealand. Yeah, that's a weird case.
That's wild.
It was horrible. The video was horrible. Again, if we didn't have social media, he wouldn't be able to live stream it, and he wouldn't have gotten as famous.
Dude, that whole live stream thing, that shook me up. I was like, we need to get rid of live streaming on like Instagram and stuff. That's crazy.
I
Like,
don't
could you
even know
imagine
what
just
he
being on your
live-streamed
phone and then like that popping up?
Well,
That's
I think
insane.
I think it's the followers that can only see it. So I don't know how many followers he had.
Who knows?
So I'm guessing not that many people saw it live.
But
except
people
for
still
his,
saw
like-
the video though.
Oh yeah, the video went everywhere.
Shit. See, that's the other problem with social media and the internet is like things like ISIS. It's like we're not fighting countries anymore. We're fighting an idea that's could be anywhere. Could be Americans.
And the next terrorism
takes-
thing is school shooters.
It
and
just takes the
shootings.
dumbass people that would join Scientology otherwise that are on the internet, like accidentally joining ISIS.
How do you accidentally join ISIS?
I don't know.
Wasn't that a
You're
headline?
dumb.
Pretty sure that was a real thing.
Accidentally joining ISIS.
I think that actually.
That just
happened.
reminds me of that South Park episode where they're playing Ninja.
I don't even remember that.
Oh, they're playing Ninja,
Yeah.
and everyone thinks that they're child ISIS.
Oh, because they're wearing.
They're
what
wearing like
ninjas
all
wear?
black.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone thinks they're children ISIS. It's super funny.
Dude, if I saw that, I would freak out.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I would think my child's ISIS. Honestly. I'd show him like the most American movies, so he wouldn't be ISIS. I don't know. Is that how it works? I don't know.
Well, they weren't trying to be ISIS. They were trying to be ninjas.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's different.
Sorry.
They just watched Rocky 4 on repeat.
They just learned to hate Russians.
Yeah.
Nothing against Russians.
Except
But-
for fuck Russia. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Communist.
It's a joke. Capitalism, baby.
I find that so funny about communism and socialism.
What? All these fucking dumbass socialists. Dude, that was the other thing. I saw Bernie Sanders on TV the other day, and I was like, why is nobody calling this asshole out? Everyone wants to talk shit about Trump. Look at this dumbass.
Why do people want him to be president?
He's a lazy motherfucker. He didn't even have a job till he was 40. He's a bum.
He's a fucking bum.
His horrible posture.
And I just cringe every time he talks.
Oh, yeah. That man is...
It's like, let's try socialism. That hasn't worked in any other country ever.
Oh, but they didn't do it right, Zach.
Oh, my bad.
Whatever that means.
Sorry. We don't know.
I love how people try to pretend that America isn't awesome. Like, obviously, we're not even close to perfect, but we're still fucking awesome compared to, like, well, every other country.
Well, people don't realize that we're the most free country in the fucking world.
Oh, I know. Like, women marching for rights. I'm like, what? What rights don't you have?
So many people are gonna hate
I'm
us.
so
dude.
confused. I don't care. Someone tell me what kind of rights they have, and don't tell me that wage gap bullshit, because that has been proven false time and time again.
Yeah, they have everything.
not
I don't
true.
know what they march for.
I don't know either.
I mean, I get they were oppressed back then, but not now.
For sure, they have all their rights.
They're so much smarter than the guys.
Well, that's the other thing. You were talking about the school systems. They're kind of more tethered towards women.
Well,
And
more
how they
women
think.
are excelling than guys right now
Yeah.
in colleges. I don't
Makes
know if
sense.
that's because of the college, the way they bring people in, you know, like they want more women, or if it's because women are just being smarter.
I think it's just the way they teach. I mean, I'm in college. We just sit there and take notes and listen to lectures. But
So is
I
there
feel
a
like
thing
generally,
that says women learn better with that?
well, I don't think that men learn that way. I think men are more like hands-on kind of learning. Overall, obviously everyone's individually different, but I'm just saying overall, like, I know for me personally, and I feel like more men are like this, they can, like, we need, like, a visual and to actually, like, I don't know, build something or see something physical, as opposed to, I feel like girls can kind of take in just a lecture better, if that makes sense.
No, that does.
That's how I am. Like, I'll sit there and listen to a lecture and be like, what is going on? And then we do, like, a lab, and I actually, like, physically do put the principles together.
Yeah.
Physically, and I'm like, all right, this makes sense.
Alright.
I can do it.
But do you think that's like a woman-man thing?
Yeah, because I think women and men are different.
But sorry,
Like that whole transgender movement where people think that women are the same as men, which is complete horseshit. We're built differently to do different things. And if you want to pretend that that's not true, then you're just full of shit.
How about those trannies winning in?
Don't say trannies.
Oh, sorry. Is that
Transgender peoples.
Sorry, bro.
It's hate speech,
Who
Zach.
the frick's calling me?
I don't know.
Oh, it's over.
Fuck it.
How about those people that?
Uh-oh. I don't like how you're saying people in air quotes.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
People.
They're people. They're still They're still human beings.
That's true. Okay, but they go trans to beat people in sports.
Dude,
What the fuck?
that is fucked.
If you agree with that, you're an idiot.
If you are a feminist and someone that says that a man can chop off his dick and then go beat the fuck out of a woman, You're not a feminist.
You're not a feminist.
I'm sorry. You're not looking out for women. Dude, that literally happens all the time. Where there's like, they were saying there was a high school wrestler.
Yeah.
And it was a dude who was going transgender, doing the hormone, whatever, and just started kicking the shit out of all these girls, and they didn't even know that it was a guy before. Like, and then they're trying to say that they don't have the right to say that, oh, like I was a guy before. How is that okay?
Dude, imagine being a parent and watching this like extremely masculine female kicking the shit out of your daughter. And you're just like, oh my god. Like,
yeah, I know.
I feel like I'd want to intervene. Like, where is this kid's parents?
Well, and as someone as a sports fan, like, what are we doing here? Like, we're gonna go to the Olympics, and someone who used to be freaking Brian is now Rebecca.
Like fucking
freaking just winning gold medals. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, as a sports fan, I'm like, what the hell? Like, this is dumb.
If you're gonna allow that, you should allow, what's his fucking name? Bruce Armstrong? What's the biker dude?
Lance Armstrong.
Mm-hmm. Didn't he like inject himself with shit?
He what did he do?
He had steroids or something, right?
Yeah, I think he took steroids. Well, he was also doing the where you like freeze your blood.
That's what it is.
And then he re-injected it in himself.
If we can allow transgender people to do this,
I don't care.
We should allow that. We should allow him doing that. It's the same idea.
It is kind of interesting. Definitely is. I think it's interesting that people actually think that just because you get hormone treatments and you chop your dick off, that you're not stronger than a woman.
Yeah.
That you're any different than a woman. That's insanity to think
be fair,
that you still have the build of a guy.
To be fair, there are plenty of strong women.
Okay, but what does that have to do with this?
No, nothing. I'm just saying, like, I'm just bringing up the argument that not every man is stronger than every woman. Like, I'm weak as fuck.
but whoa. Sorry, lights just flickered. It's a little spooky. Shit, I lost my train of thought.
We're talking
about you're saying there's some strong women that are stronger than men? Yeah, obviously. Yeah. But if you pick out 100 random women and 100 random men, or even higher end women and random men, they're gonna be stronger.
Most of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's just how it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just trying to not sound so.
But I mean, you're talking about sports. I heard someone, I forgot who said it, but someone was talking about you could pick out 100 random average Joe men compared to really top women, strong women, and have them throw a baseball, and 99 of those men are gonna throw the baseball faster than all the women.
Oh my god. But that's just how it is. That's science.
I know, but people don't want to admit it.
There's a reason why there's males and females.
People don't want to admit that transgender is a mental disorder, and that's not a diss on them.
I think it's fine. You can be however the fuck you want to be. I accept everything. But the second you say that scientifically you're a man when you're not,
that we got to sit here and pretend you are while you go out there and kick the shit out of a woman. That's what I do. Yeah, it's not right. It's not right at all. Nope.
You can do you, but just don't.
That's my thing too. Is people talking about gay rights and stuff, and it's people don't really give a shit that you're gay, honestly.
Yeah.
But if people are calling you names and shit, just fucking let it go. You can't make people be nice to you. This is a free country, and we have freedom of speech, which is way more important.
Yeah.
Than protecting your feelings. Sorry.
Yeah, that ties in with the whole victim mentality. We got made fun of so much.
Yeah. We still make fun of each other all the time.
Yeah.
Definitely. Everyone just wants to be a victim. Everyone wants an excuse. You know?
People need to learn to fight back.
Yeah.
When they get bullied when they're little, punch the bully in the fucking face.
Yeah. I know.
But, what do we know?
Everyone's just soft, dude. It was super funny. I was at school yesterday.
Yeah.
And these pro-life people came onto campus. Yeah. And they started putting posters up of aborted fetuses and stuff. Really big posters. And saying am I a human? Am I a life? All this stuff. And the school literally sent out an email there's nothing that we can do to stop them from being here because of free speech. So we're just letting you know. And we're gonna have signs up everywhere that tell you when the graphic images are coming up, so you can steer away from. Yeah, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding? There was signs all over the campus, like graphic images ahead. I'm like, oh my god. And then apparently, like, the freaking pro-choice people at campus started just like screaming at the pro-life people, and they were all just screaming. Like the police got involved and stuff.
What?
Yeah, because apparently
this happened in Folsom.
Yeah. Apparently the pro-life people were like getting in people's face, like, don't you believe in God, and like all this stuff. And then the pro-choice people just started screaming at them. Like, it got crazy.
Dude, Civil War's happening.
And then I go into my classroom for my class, and I just see Falcon Safe Space over here.
I saw you.
I was like, oh my god, I hate college so much.
I'm so glad I dropped out.
God,
dude, that's crazy.
Someone's gonna just. Life's gonna hand it to them, and they're just gonna be like, "Oh my God, where's my safe space? I miss my safe space." I don't get what we're teaching kids at college.
Like, they're gonna be like paying rent, and they're like below or behind on their payment, and the fucking owner's gonna be at the door, and you're like, "I'm in my safe space.
You can't come in here. You can't evict me in my safe space.
I have rights." Yeah, you're not paying your money.
Is this because I'm transgender?
Oh man.
I used to be a man, but I'm a woman now. And because of the wage gap, I can't pay my apartment bills. Sorry.
That's how it should work, right?
Yes.
Oh my god. Well, we should probably end it there.
Start wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Well, it was a good first podcast.
Yeah, we talked about a lot. We kind of just went on a rant.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That's what we're going to do. So if you don't like rants, then fuck off.
Get out of here.
All right, let's end it.
Oh shit, I hit record.